Education Management Information System, a program used in registration of learners in schools, has been improved to include services that will enable the Ministry of Education keep track of projects undertaken in schools, which will, in a nutshell, help fight corruption in the sector. The piloting of the system begins Monday next week. Our senior education affairs reporter Sharon Baranga has the details.
The National Education Management Information System has been in use in learning institutions for close to 5 years. Basically, learners will be registered or transferred from their schools to other schools through it. But NEMIS has been improved to be able to perform other services. Through the system, users have a more direct access to data, which will help the government in fighting corruption, as heads of schools will be applying for capitation through NEMIS for accountability and transparency.
We are not pointing fingers at anybody, but when you know that whatever you are doing is being seen, if you are a thief, you don't come and pickpocket me when I'm seeing you. You want to come and pickpocket me when I'm not seeing you. So it's good we are already going back to the right track. But infrastructure management by head teachers and principals has also been facilitated on the system to aid the ministry to ensure that we get value for money. We can now watch if you are building a boarding house at Kanyenyaini, which is my district, and it is Kanyenyaini Secondary School, and you are building a boarding house for 750 people there. We can log in and see how you are doing it. If you wanted to hide, like as was in the past, where we have 10 shillings, and we want to use that 10 shillings to build a classroom at Kapsabet Boys High School, but Kapsabet Boys High School has an extra capacity, we will see that and we will catch you and take you to jail. This is what this system has done. But in the past, excuse me please, you have money, you want to build labs or classrooms, and we collectively look for schools which have those excess capacities and try to rebuild them again. For example, there was a school that had 11 extra classrooms and was allocated money to build another 11 classrooms. Without naming names, that is not going to be able to happen again.
Parents have a role in the upgraded NEMIS, and that is they can be able to initiate transfers of their children from one school to another. Learners' attendance, newly introduced in the CBC curriculum, will also be available on NEMIS. Registration of schools can also be initiated on the system.
So this is a very powerful addition to NEMIS, which is removing the human role, because when you remove the human role, then you become more accountable. And that brings me to the third point, which is accountability and transparency around capitation and funds application processes. I, as Professor Magoha, has taken all the bullets. Of course, the minister has to take all the bullets for all the faults of the previous system. You inherit the good, the old, and the ugly. And I cannot blame anyone. I want to blame our society for having accepted inconsistency, opacity, and all other manners for being normal.
Sharon Baranga, TV 47.